and all of a sudden it's the end of class. Particularly with public libraries, the 2-credit course strikes me as being woefully inadequate. But since I'm not king of the hill in this situation, we dealt with what we had. What I've tried to do is give you a fair amount of context in which the library must operate. What got left by the wayside is a lot of material about how libraries operate internally. Organizational patterns, workflow, the latest in technological innovations, and so forth. That being said, almost every library has variations on the theme of how things get done, so maybe the time was better spent with contextual issues. There are always choices to be made in the way a class gets taught, and no class ever gets taught the same way twice. Anyway, I hope by sticking by and large with contextual issues, I hope you have at least a framework to apply to whatever public library in which you wind up, or if you're already in one, a somewhat better picture of how the institution fits into the larger picture. Libraries in Hard Times, which is a big chunk of this week's lecture, is about that larger context. Clearly, the individual public library has absolutely no influence on the larger economic picture, yet economics very much influence what the library can and cannot do. It's tough to be constantly fighting for money, but so is every other public agency. Hard Times do have at least one fringe benefit, which may not be immediately obvious, but I want you to think about this for a while. They do, or should, force everybody to look at the way we've always done it and ask if that's still the best way. You'd be amazed, I hope, at the results that ensue by asking that question on occasion. Library land has been in a state of flux, one way or the other, since the early 1990s, and I don't see that changing very much in the future. You simply have to be able to live with change and ambiguity for the rest of your careers. Now, go out and do good work. Oh, and about that exam I'm about to inflict upon you. My friend Billy Big Mouth Bass has some words of wisdom that you should listen to.
Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
And that, friends, is that.